right. Good morning, English 7 students. Miss Zanetti here.
And Miss Nguyen.
We hope that you've been able to follow along with our daily lessons so far and that you've been reading and writing about your books, whether that's in your digital journal or whether it's in your hard copy journal and you're planning on taking pictures of those pages and uploading them to your digital journals. At this point in your reading, you should be able to move from talking about what is going on in your book so far to demonstrating some deeper thinking through some thoughtful analysis. So today we'll be talking through an example of moving from summary to analysis with the story The White Umbrella. So if you still haven't finished reading that story, please stop this instructional video right now and go back to the previous slide and either listen along to the rest of the story or finish reading it on your own.
So first we'll show you an example of a summary of the story, The White Umbrella, before showing you how to change that summary into analytical writing. So let's take a look at a sample summary. The White Umbrella by Gish Jen is a story about a Chinese American girl whose mom just started working. As the main character enters her piano teacher's, Miss Crossman's house, she sees another girl, Eugenie Roberts, finishing her lesson and leaving her white umbrella behind. The main character wishes she had an umbrella like Eugenie's. After the piano lesson, the main character waits outside for her mother, who is late picking her up. She refuses to wait inside, even when it starts to rain, so Miss Crossman waits with her outside. The main character learns that the white umbrella actually belongs to Miss Crossman, who gives it to her to take home. As the main character is trying to hide the umbrella from her mother in the car, they end up getting into an accident. The main character throws away the umbrella at the end of the story. So you can see that I've retold all of the important events of the story from beginning to middle to end. The summary answers questions like who, what, when, and where. However, it doesn't include any of my thoughts or interpretations on any of these events or how the characters might connect to them. To move from summary to analysis, I should ask questions like, why might the character be feeling this way? Or why did the author include this part in the story? So let's move on to an example of analysis writing for this same story.
Here is my example of moving from summary to analysis. Let's go ahead and read. My ideas about the narrator's thoughts and actions are complicated. On the one hand, I understand that she is young and compares herself to those around her, and she wants to prove that she is just as good or better. She wants to be praised just as much as Eugenie by Miss Crossman, and she wants her family to be like other families in America. This causes her to seem selfish and disrespectful, and is also why she starts obsessing about the white umbrella that she thinks Eugenie left behind. It becomes an object that could mark her as an equal to Eugenie and other girls like her. On the other hand, I think that in the end of the story, the narrator learned a really valuable lesson. She realized how important her family is to her after thinking for a moment that her mother is dead. This upset her to the point of tears in an instant, even though she had just told Miss Crossman that she wished she was her mother. Her guilt about that comment overwhelmed her, and in the end, she realized that she never really meant it. So in this version of the response, I weaved in some key events from the story without simply just summarizing what happened from start to end. I used examples to talk about how the characters behaved and included my own inferences about why she may have behaved that way. I also showed that I revised my thinking on the character by referring to specific examples from the story that showed character development. The transition phrases that I included makes this clear and helps the reader to follow my line of thinking.
So now that you've seen how you can push your writing to be more analytical, you're going to apply that in your next digital journal response. After this video, if you go to the next slide, you will see a list of topics that you can choose from as your journal prompt, and a list of suggested sentences to help you get started with your analysis writing. Go back to your digital journal that was assigned Monday. You may need to look for it in the Google Classroom post from March 23rd, or just do a search in your Google Drive. This will be your third digital notebook entry on slide number 5. Remember to copy and paste one of the prompts before writing. The analysis paragraph that we used in this video is also posted in the Teacher Digital Journal in case you want to take a closer look. And just a reminder that these journals will be submitted Friday, so you do not need to submit them today. So again, let us know if you have any questions. You can comment in Google Classroom and we'll get back to you. So good luck on your next digital journal.